Hey. I.O.W. Sports. I.O.W. Sports. Hey. O.W. Sports. I.W. Sports. Yo, I love that joint. What's up, everybody? What's up, world? How y'all doing out there? It's a wonderful Monday, starting off the week.
Right. What's good?
We're going to get it right. It's your boy, Wild Kamar, in the building. You know who that guy is. It's that Nyoko Mel. It's like when hip hop just smacks right into like some pop rock and
they just throw it all in one pot.
Straight mash. Just in case y'all didn't know, y'all have tuned into another episode of I.O.W. Sports.
Right.
You did. All right.
Let's fix my microphone.
I'll fix your mic, bro. Well,
it's up too high.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get the prelims out the way.
Right.
Before we get into 2D, we're in the transition of changing everything over to I.O.W. Sports Network.
That's right.
Still check us out at www.ioftenwonder.com as where you can find all the information for I.O.W. Sports and sister network company I Often Wonder.
Right.
The podcast. Chichia. You can always catch me at Bonfire, JM Collection.
That'd be me.
Yeah, that'd be him. Catch me at madmax.net for all the triangle area you need to cater. Or you can holler at our sister, Millie J. Sweet Treats. Coming with the baked goods.
Sweets.
Chill out.
We're not selling that.
No tomfoolery Monday. No, this is Sports Monday.
Bring it in.
Bring it in, bro.
Let's go.
She bakes and she also does catering, you know.
Right.
Shout out. But also our big bruh, Philip Riddick.
Right.
R-Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy Cooks.
All right.
Holla at him.
All
right. So now we got all the good stuff away.
All out the way.
We are going to get to the breaking news of the day. Doug Peterson.
Who that?
Doug Peterson.
Really?
Well, he was the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Was.
We'll get, Philip Ganjo. We'll get more in depth into that later.
Show the nigga the dope.
Yes. But we are going to do some quick little basketball talk.
Right.
Going above the rim segment. Holla at your boys.
All right.
Man. Look, the NBA has been going crazy with COVID.
Right.
Like COVID, like crazy. Like games was getting canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Today, 2 more games got canceled. I think it was the Celtics Heat yesterday got canceled Sunday morning.
Right.
And then not just games getting postponed, but like players missing. Kevin Durant did 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Sixers.
Look at
man.
That. They dressed 7 people, man.
They dressed 7 people, but here's my thing. I keep seeing in the ticker that it says they didn't have to require 8. Like why they postponing some of these games, 8 people required to play. So why didn't they just postpone that Sixers game? That didn't make sense to me. Even Doc Rivers, but
even if you look at that, the Rockets, they canceled their game. They had more players. So why did the Sixers play?
I don't know.
I don't know. What y'all doing, NBA?
And so that brings up my point is like we seen how the NFL handled their COVID protocols.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now the NBA were successful in the bubble.
Right.
Like literally, they didn't have to worry about postponing games. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were on top of their COVID numbers.
Plus, by them being in the bubble, it's easy to trace it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that made it a lot easier. And the protocols was a little different. Like while they were in a bubble, if somebody did somebody did get it, they'd have to wait 48 hours.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was, so because everybody was right there.
Yeah.
So you had to worry about, let me go see his with his mama.
Yeah.
Or at the strip club like some people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had to go through all that.
Nah, you didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah. So I'm like you. I understand if you had something that was working, something that was successful, and we're still in this thing, why would you change? I mean, I could not see. I would say this: if there was, and not to say this is right or wrong, but it's more understandable if they were saying, okay, we letting fans in, so you can see, okay, maybe they changing for that money,
but they're not even
letting fans in. So I don't see what's the point. You know what I'm saying? What's the point?
I mean, I don't know if cats really just like they not really with that bubble talk no more. Because don't get me wrong, it was only for a short period of time for most teams because they was finishing like 8 regular season games,
right,
and then playoffs,
right.
So pretty much, if you went in the playoffs, you was just there for a quick little jump and you went out,
right.
So for those cats that probably was in there longer than that, like Lakers, Heat, that went to the finals, I can see them be like, nah, we ain't with that bubble mess.
Not for no 72.
Not to say, but that's a longer length.
It's a longer time.
That's what, at least 4 or 5 months.
Right. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
But this is not the NFL because it's not 52, 53. This is most 15.
Right.
12 to 15 that you might have on a roster. So I'm trying to figure out like how like during such contact, like when you do all that contact tracing, you're talking about so many times they're going to come in interaction with each other because it's just a smaller group.
Right.
Like a whole team is literally could get wiped out by the coronavirus just because of one person.
That's true.
I mean, we saw it in the NFL. Like cats was getting like 17, 16, 15 cats on COVID reserve list. And you bring up all your practice squad up. We saw that in the NFL.
I guess it's good for the people.
That's on the practice squad.
Who don't want to get a chance to play.
Is they time to shine? Calling you up. Is they time to shine? So that kind of triggers me is like, well, damn. Like, you getting that many amount in the NFL squad. Like, that's a whole squad in the NBA.
Right.
Like, just gone.
Completely wiped out.
Well, you gonna bring up the whole G League affiliate?
Nigga at the YMCA, hey man,
hey, call that
we need you. We need you. Come on.
You may as well mark that as a L. You know what I'm saying?
They'll be scouting the playground. Niggas up at Rutgers Park. Hey, bro, come on.
Hey, you got a license?
Right.
You just got some kind of identification?
Right. Saw this nigga playing at Venice Beach. I'm like, get him on the Lakers.
They got a whole YMCA squad up in that joint. Church league in that joint.
Right. That's the pastor out there crossing them up. This is for Jesus. The devil is a lie.
Jesus, a God the ball.
Right. Give me 3, Lord.
Scoring in the name of Jesus. I was speaking of scoring, like, yo,
in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus. Yo, the NBA his offense is going crazy.
Oh man.
So that's why I need this COVID situation to get like under control, is because like, yo, cats is scoring like almost 150 like it's nothing.
I'm trying to see if I can find that stat I was reading about that.
Man,
it was amazing.
Man, all right. So there's always been a debate, what players could transition over in different areas.
Right.
And I'm not the type of guy that likes to really mess with hypotheticals because it's not reality.
Right.
So it's like, but just for fans' sake, you still have to play along with it. But
right. I think it's under here.
Imagine cats like Kareem, like Magic, Jordan, Oscar Robinson, like take that
the whole squad.
I'm just saying, so your top 100 players
right.
in the NBA of all time, and literally take that first 50 and put them in today's game. I'm not saying that there's no defense. I'm just saying there's no defense.
But you got. The game is different. So I was listening to. I was sports station. I was talking about hockey. I was talking to a legend, hockey legend. I can't remember who it was. And they asked him, could he play in the league now? I said, no, the game is too fast.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
The speed.
There's no way speed. And they talk about Gretzky and say the reason why Gretzky, well, one of the reasons why, because I wasn't trying to take nothing from Gretzky. One of the reasons why Gretzky was good is because of his ability to skate. A lot of the guys, especially the defensive guys, defensive people. Oh, I can't say the name. I don't know why I'm stuck. Dang, Lexus, are you here? So,
the ghost.
Right. The defensive man. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't turn like they could on those skates. So, you know, Gretzky figured out, okay, he ain't gonna be able to go right. Because Gretzky can skate, he goes right, he skirt around, hit a goal. So the game was different.
He was skating to get some blockheads.
Right. So you look at
bodies, some old SpongeBob's.
Right. So you translate that into the NBA. Yeah. You know, the game is different. A lot of these players now are faster, quicker. You know, you had a lot of big guys back then. You know what I'm saying? But they weren't shooting threes like some of these guys are now. Look at AD. You know what I'm saying? He come out to the three-point line.
Let's put it like this: there's no more Shaqs in the league.
No, there's no more Shaqs, no Robert Parrish, no Adrian Dantley. Definitely can't have him. That's how he get through setting up, and we didn't fell asleep. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, we kind of had that conversation before. I still think Shaq will get his. No, Shaq will get his. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like that body type as
Shaq still was, because Shaq kind of pivoted. I mean, kind of bled over to the new era. Same with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was in both eras.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so he kind of could play because he still played with some of these faster guys now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? Like he played when he was playing.
I get what
those guys was fast then. Let me say that.
Yeah, because he was playing against cats like Iverson.
Right. Like, it wasn't like he was playing like back when Isaiah, I don't know.
Now, I got you.
So yeah.
But even if that time was, I think Shaq had so much speed at that point in time.
Yeah, because remember like, when he first came in, he was like, who is this guy?
He was going court to court.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen him come up with the
right. He was a unicorn. You know what I'm saying?
He was.
So then now that he started getting more into the modern era towards his retirement, you see more Shaqs. Now, what I mean by that, you see more people like him with the same type of skill. Yes. Maybe not his body size.
I'm just saying, like, there's no more like just brute strength kind of guy.
Right.
That doesn't exist in the NBA.
You don't see that throw it down on the posting up. No.
Like you caught an elbow from Shaq, you make check your ribs.
All right, you wearing the Wilt Hamilton or the Kawhi. You got the Kawhi on.
You better hope you don't catch one to the chin, dog. Telling you, like it used to be crazy. Like,
but it said, let me see what this thing said. It talked about the Minnesota game. Mm-hmm. You know, it said how Minnesota scored 140 points and still lost.
Yeah,
and back in the day, that's a guaranteed win.
Guaranteed.
You know, now 100 points don't even guarantee a win.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. You know, you look at the time all this scoring, does it make the game better?
I mean, it makes it exciting, and that's what the NBA.
Because it's kind of like the same thing with NFL's going through this transition. We're trying to open it up and try to make the offense be able to score more.
And they're changing the rules and all that
changing the rules for the offense because they thought more of how it look aesthetically to the fans.
But it's a competition,
right?
The NBA is always trying to catch the NFL.
Well, NFL is big money.
Big money.
Right.
But at the same time, the NBA at some point has to appeal to try to get the masses. Mm-hmm. It has to.
Right.
I don't think it'll ever overthrow NFL. I mean, let's be honest, since the Kaepernick situation, since all the social justice and the NFL getting mixed with it, everybody said, oh, you're going to lose viewers. Where? Look at the numbers. I'm just saying.
People gonna watch sports. I don't care what you say. People gonna watch sports
this year because you don't have those people going out tailgating and going to the stadiums for majority of the NFL teams. They're gonna watch. They're gonna watch.
They're gonna watch. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. But if you look at it far as from the NBA standpoint, that what can you do to get fans? I mean, they tried gimmicks at the stadium. The scoring, because most people that's not really into a fan of the thing. Like some I say, like what's the word? Fanatic is out of that. So most people who are not fanatics about the sport, you know what I'm saying, they want to see something like up and down, up and down, up and down.
Well, they don't want to see a defensive game.
They don't want to see a defensive game. They don't want to see no 60-point game.
You know, it's crazy. You scored 89. That means you got shut down now.
Right.
You be like,
that's a good defensive game.
Yeah. Like, I saw a game the other day. It was like 93-89. I'm like, that was a defensive game.
Right.
And, because I only said that out of NC because you look at all the other scores, it's 130, 129.
Right.
Or it's 145 to 160.
Right.
Like, what the hell? These cats is shooting it out the gym. You weren't with me shooting in the gym. Oh my God! Shout out Drake.
Right.
Rose. But it's just crazy because speaking of defense, like
here we go.
No, it's in no defense can you ever muster up what the hell happened in Philly with the Eagles.
The Eagles were so popular. It was Days Our Lives, All My Children.
And the offseason ain't even started yet.
Right. And what's that one that Tyler Perry got that everybody watched? Half and the Half Nots. There's all that. All that rolled into one.
All right. So week 17, when the reports came out that Carson Wentz basically said his relationship with Doug Peterson was irreparable, can't be fixed. Man, to me, the writing was on the wall right there.
Right.
Because we know the price tag to try to even get rid of Carson Wentz.
Right.
So I don't know if I had this conversation with you or I was on Facebook. Somebody had to go.
Right. You kind of said that last week.
Somebody had to go because pretty much Carson Wentz was pretty much saying, look, it's not me. I don't know what to tell you.
Right. It ain't. See, he's like, it ain't me.
Yeah. He snitched without snitching.
Right.
But you snitched.
Right. I mean, Philly had to look at it. I look at it from two different vantage points, I guess.
Yeah.
Philly had to look at it from a business standpoint. It's gonna be harder to get rid of Wentz because of that contract.
Oh, that money's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? Do you want to take a cap hit for that? So, who's the easiest person to get rid of?
Oh, the coach, always.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why when I saw the reports, I was like, ooh.
You don't affect your cap. You know what I'm saying? You don't affect your salary cap.
Let's be honest. You came in and did what you were supposed to do. Get us over the hump. We wanted a championship. We ain't never had one.
All right. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your services.
Right. Thank you for coming out. Good night. You did the Russell Simmons.
I mean, I hate to say it. I kind of saw it coming.
Right.
I'm like, there's no way he keeps his job because just look, to me, I think management told him to put self-fit in and fall on that sword. So now you can sit here and have a reason to say that you fired him for a reason.
Right.
Because you'll probably never get the reports, facts that come out to say management told him to do it.
I agree.
But let's be honest, as a coach, you can't do that because now you lost faith from your players. Not only because you kept Carson Wentz in for so long in the season, kept digging a hole week after week after week. Nothing was changing. He kept turning it over. I don't care, whatever the injuries, whatever. Fuck the excuses. You in the NFL.
But okay, understand that. So here's I guess the problem or the issue is that's still not the answer. You still have to do something with Wentz.
Of course.
If you keep Wentz.
But that's
your season's not going to change next year.
But that's why you fire him.
Well, I understand that. I'm just saying, but keeping Wentz is not going to change your season.
No. But what I'm saying is, you fire him, you fire Doug Peterson, which they did today.
Right.
Breaking news. Literally like an hour before we came on.
Right.
You do that because now you say, I can justify one part of the problem.
Right.
Now I got the quarterback side. Now I need you to go ahead and make sure that you do what you need to do as the quarterback that we've already paid big money, the extension that I mean, I said it before. Don't know why he got it, but he got it.
Right.
So now look, it's a business. They have to run this company as like, I need that return on investment. So of course you're going to stick with the quarterback in this situation.
Right.
I'm just saying is now if you go out and have Carson Wentz say, hey, I want that coach, like putting his input on the coaching hire.
Right.
Now, and if he doesn't succeed there, then you can have the reason to justify taking a cap pick like that. Because to me, this is almost like a James Harden situation. Now I'm giving you what you want. Now you better make it happen.
Right.
Or we know what the problem was. It was you.
Well, Philly, just call me. I can tell you what the problem is.
Pay me.
Save you that season.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm about to start getting off y'all this free game on this spot on this show.
I think
charge y'all for a consultant.
I think it's
consultant
like
fee
with Philly and with Philly and Wentz, man. It's a that Philly. Wentz need to go somewhere else, and I think maybe he goes somewhere else. It may help his career. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a new place, a new surrounding, a new everything will change. Now
he not going.
The only problem I see with Wentz,
he not going nowhere.
I'm just saying.
He's not going nowhere.
But hold on.
They made it clear.
Right. I understand what you're saying. I'm just talking about what needs to happen. I ain't saying it's gonna happen. What needs to happen.
Yeah.
And I think too, when you look at it from this standpoint, Wentz problem is Wentz.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he sat there at a press conference and he said, and I gotta paraphrase, something like, I do things the same way all the time, and I don't see me changing that.
Yeah.
Right there told me what the biggest issue was.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, you can be the greatest talent, in the world.
You know what it is?
But if you can't make those adjustments, you wasting your talents.
That's what I'm saying. He thinks that it's everybody else's fault,
but him.
Why he's not succeeding right now. He doesn't want to take ownership for his play. And that's why he did that.
Right.
And I bet you that was him couldn't wait to throw those reports out there that our relationship is irreparable. We can't fix it. That was his camp. I bet you.
I wouldn't doubt.
I don't need no evidence whatsoever. That was his camp that went and did that. Because what else is it? It's his fault. It's his fault. It's his fault. We ain't got no players. Like it's injuries. No, but it's this. It's that.
Right.
He did that. He orchestrated all. Now he got what he want. Now he better pay up on that return on investment. He better pay up.
They about to mess around. Watch Washington be leading that division.
Bro, Washington need a couple of pieces.
That's it, man. They defense.
They need a quarterback.
Shoot, what's his name? Meineke. They're gonna own a body shop. I mean, the muffler place.
Taylor Heineke.
Heineken.
Well, I remember him.
The beer manufacturer.
No, I remember him in Carolina.
Yeah.
So,
Heineke. That's his name.
So I'm not
Taylor Heineke.
I'm not surprised that Rivera brought him to Washington.
But I'm saying he did pretty decent.
He held his own.
You look at because you take it from the standpoint, and we only got a small sample. I understand that, but I'm just saying, going to your point, if Heineke could do that with what he had, for who he is and what he has, that shows a lot of potential for Washington.
Yeah, 16 games.
You know what I'm saying?
Questionable.
I understand.
Games though.
I understand.
I know.
I understand. It shows a lot of potential.
I know.
But
I'm just saying, I don't want to be, get caught up in the moment.
Oh yeah, I'm not one of those. I'm like the rest of them when they be like, somebody had one game, we gonna win the Super Bowl next year.
I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying from the eye test of that one game.
I got you because I've seen some games he did at Carolina when he showed the same flash.
Well, see, my point is not about him.
And then he showed
my point. But listen, my point is not about him. It's about the team.
No.
You know what I'm saying? If he can do that, imagine what a decent quarterback can do.
So imagine this: Washington, if they literally, all right, I'll put you this way.
Okay.
Put Dak Prescott on that team.
Right.
And like I said, I'm not a hypothetical type of person, but I'm just saying the caliber of Dak Prescott.
Right.
Like top 10 in the list of quarterbacks right now.
Right.
I would say he's top 10.
Okay.
I'm not going to top 5. I can't do that. Top 10, yes. Imagine getting in the back half of that top 10 list.
Right.
And putting that on that team. Because that team showed grit. They showed some balls. I say straight up. They showed there's like, yo, we ain't supposed to be here because of record-wise, but we don't care. We here.
Yeah.
Since we here, we're going to give it a shot.
Right.
And Them boys almost pulled the shot of the century,
man.
But it was I knew it wasn't gonna happen. But anyway,
that's a good. It's good. It's
that
good.
was a good.
It's good
game.
TV. Made for good TV.
I mean, when you got 6 playoff games that took up pretty much the whole weekend, I didn't move them. I probably gained like just 5 pounds just to
sitting eating and watching.
Bruh, just literally 6 playoff games.
Pee in a bucket.
Nah, get a catheter, bro.
So get the bucket, huh?
See a little piss bag singing on the side.
Getting a little full. Honey, can you come empty this?
Sidebars. So I got a cousin, we call it K-Get, right? But he had got shot in the ass. And my uncle described the story to me. He's like, yeah, man, boy, got piss bags. Anyway, I don't know how that came to him.
I knew a guy like that. I said, nigga, you can't be gangster with a piss bag. Trying to be hard. Nigga, you got a piss bag. You can't be gangster, nigga.
Like, piss bags have been common in all the cats.
And they get shot. Got the bag. You know what? That might be a new sidebar. I think I came up with a new
accessory,
new hustle. Designer piss bag, nigga. Sell them at the liquor store. They got the Louis piss bag, nigga.
Oh, shit. You'll be the Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan of the piss bags. Niggas call me design their piss bag. Nigga, I want mine to look like this, man. Can you make mine look like that?
Hey, give me the D on this side. Give me the Detroit Tigers on the other side.
And make it shaped like a 40 ounce. So when I piss in, like I'm filling up the bottle. All right, back to sports.
Yeah, back to sports. But no, man, we had some awesome football.
Right.
I might have passed
except for one game. Unless you're a fan of that particular team.
Wow.
Can we just say it?
Go ahead, say it, bro.
The Baker just cakewalked them niggas. He had 28 points in the first quarter. The first 14 seconds, the game was over. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, what was that, bro?
I mean, Ben looked like he was ready for the convalescent home.
Just in case you was under rock last night.
They hung 48 points on them, man.
Steelers just didn't show up to the game. The Browns went ahead and trounced them 48-37. Other playoff games, the Bears just didn't even show up. Got beat 9-21 in New Orleans.
Right.
Slobber knocker that started off the day yesterday between the Ravens and the Titans.
That was a good game.
They got a little rivalry going. It goes back to the Steve McNair versus Ray Lewis days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about that. That's a decent little rivalry. Seeing the Titans and the Ravens battle. There's no answer for Lamar Jackson. Wow. We'll get more in depth for that. They won 20-13.
Right.
Of course, the Buccaneers.
You must have some Duffalex that day.
On Saturday night. Yeah. 31-23. You got the Rams went into Seattle. They bullied them, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they bullied them.
Mm-hmm.
They went up into Seattle, smacked them around 30-20. That score is not even close to they're not even close. And then to start off the weekend, you had the Colts. They had that game, 24-27, losing to the Bills. So the Bills and the Browns break a lot of playoff curses that they had to fix. But the Bills, I think theirs should continue. I think we're going to get into it. What you like, what you hate. I hate that. I hate the fact that the Colts, I felt they gave that game away because they literally, and I'm not even going to put that on the players. Frank Reich, I didn't understand going for it on fourth down when it was early in the game. Just go ahead, just take the field goal.
Right.
Now, I know they missed the field goal, but still.
Maybe he wanted Buffalo to win because he used to play for him.
Either way. Oh, the playoff, yeah. Yeah, he did.
I'm going to help y'all out.
Yeah, he did magic for them. That's probably the last time they won a playoff game.
Right.
But probably not, but I didn't do the research on that. But I'm just just some of his coaching decisions just didn't make sense to me. I'm just, why?
Well, here's the thing.
He got too cute.
I think a lot of times, especially your first time in the playoffs as a coach or whatever, and you get there, you want to make sure you try you overthink it sometimes. Or outthink yourself, outsmart yourself, and trying to make these decisions. Oh, I shouldn't do this. Or sometimes you come in too conservative. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you try to be do too many fancy plays because you just won't make sure that you don't lose. So that could be it.
Now the Bills been playing like high octane offense the last month and a half.
Right.
Like they putting up 48, 50 points on Cats. You held them to 27. So my thing is
that don't really, I don't think that speaks to the Bills much as it speaks to the Colts defense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That team was in that game.
Oh yeah.
And at some point, I think I can't remember if they was up 10-0 or something like that. But they were in that game. Like why to me it just didn't make sense. Why even I just felt like some of his coaching calls kind of cost them a chance to win that game. Because even Phillip Rivers really didn't even play that bad.
And I was surprised by that.
I was too, because I was expecting Phillip to at least throw up like maybe 2 INTs, get hella sacks.
You know he can't move.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way like he's gonna be able. I mean, Buffalo only got 2 sacks on him, and I'm surprised. But I thought they at least get like 6 or 7 on that dude.
Right.
And that's with a good O-line from the Colts. They have probably one of the best O-lines. I say Cleveland's up there.
Cleveland got a good O-line.
So my thing was just like, I'm trying to figure out why he took it out. You know, the play. I think he took it out the players' hands. Alexis must have got my ass.
Say the ghost of Alexis up in this piece.
I'm like, damn. So I mean, overall, the team ran for 163 yards. I mean,
right?
It's not like oh my gosh, like big numbers day, but that's solid for the team to rush for 163 yards. I mean, I don't know. I was mystified, so I hate that.
Okay.
I hate that.
Okay.
What I like is I can't. I'm stuck between 2 things. I like the fact that some of the old guard quarterbacks are still showing that they still got it. Like Tom Brady showed out.
Right.
You know, and that kind of speaks to him as a quarterback to say, don't get me wrong, he got hella fire weapons. He got hella fire weapons, which is the reason why he wanted to get the hell out of New England. So, but he's like, no, this is what happens when you give me those players. So all those championships I got, I ain't had shit to really work with but Gronk. Right. Now look what happened when I got weapons.
I mean, I think they had Gronk and Hernandez. They got some nice receivers.
Yeah, but you know, Hernandez got his little problem.
You know what I'm saying? Prior to all that murder and stuff. You don't kill in the car, nigga. So. You take this gang stuff too far, nigga. But yeah, I think I mean, you finished with it?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And then Josh Allen really did I gotta give that dude props because I remember trying to compare him to a white Cam Newton, and now that's disrespectful as hell to Josh.
Nigga, the way Cam played this year, comparing anybody to Cam Newton is disrespectful.
Like that's disrespectful to Josh. So Josh Allen, I deeply apologize,
bro.
I deeply apologize. Look, I am a man of my word. When I know I'm wrong, I am okay apologizing.
Right,
sir, I deeply apologize because Cam Newton ain't got shit on you right now. So like. That was so disrespectful for me to even say that. I take it all back. Yo, I mean, he's good. But I'm going to tell you this, and this is not me being a hater. It's not me being just a Chiefs fan. No, just hear me out.
It's no hate in the air.
Nah, and it's no hate. If you look at...
What you got in that dang old cup?
Nah, bro.
Is that haterade?
Nah, ain't no haterade.
All right.
H2O. And if you look at his offensive scheme, Brian Dable, I didn't do the history on his coaching tree where he came from. But man, Yo, there's a lot of plays that crossed over that I've seen as a Chiefs fan show up in a Buffalo game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, but you look at the weapons; they got similar weapons. Not saying that the Chiefs don't have better weapons or more weapons.
No, they got better weapons.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but they have similar weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I can't even give you that, bro. Because
they got speed. They got Diggs.
Diggs is nice.
They got Diggs, right? So they can run Diggs the same way the Chiefs run
Tyreek.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying the Tyreek is
okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're the same player. I'm talking about styles.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Talking about offensive style. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You helping me prove my point that there's a lot of similarities.
I'm just saying, but I don't think that is because they look at the Chiefs and say, okay, we're gonna do what the Chiefs do. It might just say we got some similar style. We're gonna run the same.
Similar. I got you.
Know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Right.
I'm just saying. I seen like some plays that Mahomes and my homeboys was doing.
I mean, then you look at Josh Allen and Mahomes. They both running quarterbacks. Both got big arms.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. There's similarities.
There's some similarities there. Yeah.
I'm just saying one's on another level. That's not me being a homer.
It doesn't matter. all it take is one game.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? All it take is one game.
Hey, but you know what?
That's why I don't think in a general sense that the playoffs or the Super Bowl always produce the best team. Because going back to your point, say Buffalo go in and beat Kansas City, go to the Super Bowl, right? Does that make Buffalo a better team than KC? It was a better team that day.
That day.
You know what I'm saying? Don't mean they're a better team. Because all it takes is a couple plays. Matter of fact, let's go back to Pittsburgh and Browns.
Cleveland. That game started off bad.
What I'm saying, would that prove that the Browns is a good team, or that proves that Pittsburgh is a bad team?
Well, we've already talked about how Pittsburgh been playing.
I'm just saying.
It's hard to say because I will say this. I mean, Cleveland was the better team that day. Last night they were the better team.
They're the better team. So if you match them up 5 out of 5, you think Cleveland will win majority of those games?
They'll win 2. If it's a best out of 5,
right?
Oh, they win 2.
So I'm saying.
But my thing is Pittsburgh showed up the way that we've been said that they were going. Mistakes,
right?
And I don't know what Ben and James Conner were doing. Mm-hmm. They were both right there at the ball.
And just watched it.
And
well, Ben ain't running nowhere.
No, but he's right there.
I'm just saying. Him bending down might hurt.
I don't know how James Conner is a running back and don't know how to recover a fumble.
Right.
I mean, it's right there.
Right.
It was them two alone. Nobody else.
Because they really got a head start because they're in the backfield.
And then
soon as Connor see the ball go over his head, he should start running towards the ball.
Yes. Just go to the ball.
Go to the ball. You know what I'm saying? And here's another crazy thing. Ben is what, 6'5"? Mm-hmm. How high you gotta hike the ball and throw over his head? I mean, that's that's from his head. His reach is gonna extend even further.
Hey,
high?
Pouncey is a Pro Bowl center.
I mean, you know.
Did you see that hike though? He
threw that mug like he was trying to make a basket. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why is it?
Hey, I don't know.
Was he nervous? Or
hey, I don't know if they could prove if Cats was shaving points, but God damn, that looked like
what was the point shaving? Like 30? It was down almost day in 30 in the first quarter.
I said they looking like a deliberate jack up.
He hiked that mug way over his head.
You talking about a pro?
I'm not one of conspiracy theorists, but something that looked kind of like. I don't know what's going on with that nigga.
Oh no, man.
Hey, wait, where's Pouncey from? He ain't from Cleveland, is he?
I don't know.
I'm about to look that up, nigga. You from Cleveland?
I know him and his brother. They was at Florida with Tebow, but I don't know. That probably just
check that out.
College choice.
They grandma stay in Cleveland or something. I want to see him win before I die, Pouncey. Got you, Granny.
They did deficit in the middle values.
You know what I'm saying? We'll go again. These niggas will never come back. They might not see the playoffs again.
They might not see this shit ever happen.
That nigga Baker stay at the stadium.
Hey man, but them Cleveland fans, bro, oh, they on the timeline like they jokers won a Super Bowl.
They turn into Dallas fans.
But you know, I've been in their shoes before. Hey, look, I don't think it's their year, and we'll do picks on Thursday, but.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not that year.
It's not that year, but hey, enjoy it because I've been in that situation where it's been a minute before you got to play off.
I mean, here's the thing, and I wanted to speak to this.
Oh, now go ahead. What you like? What you hate, though? Go ahead, speak on it.
I'm gonna start with what I don't like.
Yeah,
because we kind of segue into what we was talking about. Skip Bayless. Let me holler at you.
Nah, Skip Bayless off the chain, bro.
He gonna say that everything on Cleveland's offense runs through Baker. I was like, so did you not see Hunt and Chubb, nigga? What was you looking at?
I mean, he got those 3 touchdowns, but they were like short yardage pass, and then
right.
But that Jarvis Landry one was all Jarvis after that throw. It was like
here's
a
my
slant.
Thing. If you don't have Chubb and Hunt, you don't have his offense is not gonna be as prolific as it is, because here's the thing. He works the play action great. He's good at working at play action.
Play action and a bootleg.
Right, and that bootleg. Those are two things. What? Those are 2 strengths.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's predicated off of what, big bro?
The running game.
Thank you.
So if you don't have them 2, okay, your play action not working.
I'm just making sure we on the same page.
You know what I'm saying? So your play action is not working.
No, look, and this is what we'll get more in depth Thursday. Mm-hmm. I'm already thinking about it. Mm-hmm. Chiefs run defense is piss poor.
Right.
Cleveland runs the ball.
Right.
They're like top 3 in rushing.
Right.
I mean, what do you think is going to the matchups? What they're going to attack next week? What do you think the Chiefs need to work on?
Right.
Come on. There's no secret.
Right.
They're not worried about Baker. Who the fuck is worried about Baker? I'm being honest. And I'm not hating on Baker. I'm just being real.
I am.
But you know, I've been tough on Baker all year. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like, you are a bootleg and play action kind of guy.
Right.
The run game doesn't happen. You don't exist. Him and Jared Goff are in the same boat. Mm-hmm. If the run is not there,
except one person's thumb is healthy.
But even go to Jared Goff. Mm-hmm. I know his thumb wasn't healthy, but his numbers still weren't great. He made certain throws when he needed to.
He did what he had to do.
But Cam Akers went off. Mm-hmm. He had like 130, 140, something like that. Yeah. Cam Akers went off. Mm-hmm. Your life is easier.
When that running game, if that running game is on point, most quarterbacks can manage that game. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, you can go to Baltimore in 2000 Baltimore, Jamal Anderson. You know, that helped Trip differ.
Jamal Lewis?
Jamal Lewis.
Yeah.
Jamal Lewis, thank you.
I was like, Dirty Bird. Jamal
I'm saying, no, that's the Falcons.
Yeah.
Jamal Lewis, you know what I'm saying? The running game helped them.
Yeah.
You know, you go down the line of teams who had good running game and an okay quarterback. They were successful because of the running game.
Yeah.
So, Skip, I don't know what you're looking at, but the offense runs through Hunt and Chubb.
Yeah.
You know, that's who the offense runs through. So I can't stand some of these people, some of these analysts and TV personalities.
Yeah, but hey, personality.
Right.
That's all that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But it's like, I mean, time after time you tune in and you see like a certain person have a good game.
Yeah.
And then the next coming. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro.
But I tell Cass this all the time. Skip he's the ratings man. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to say that.
Right.
He wants you to talk about it. I know Skip full of shit. He know it.
That's why he sit like that.
Skip, he don't care. He doing that because at the end of the day, you know, he counting that money. I don't never fall for Skip shit.
Yeah, I had to say something about that. I said, what? I'm gonna bring this up. It runs through Baker Mayfield.
Shit, what you like about NFL Wild Card Edition?
I like the fact that the Ravens won the playoff game. Mm-hmm. You know, I think it was like this was the year for people to exercise those demons and for people to kind of get over those they say
That monkey off your back.
You know, and so I'm glad to see that Lamar had a good game.
Hey, that one play.
You know what I'm saying?
That one play when he went on that scramble,
right?
That touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he literally got out of a sack,
right?
Because that pipe was collapsing. The next thing you know, you just.
And that speaks to his speed, because a normal quarterback, because I forgot who it was, but he's closing that gap.
Yes.
He was in his assignment. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He came on and closed the gap. He's so fast that by the time he got it, he was like right past it.
And then once he got to the sideline,
that was it. It was a wrap.
Yo, not only did he get to the sideline, like Cat's angles, they weren't in bad position. It's just that he's so damn so damn fast. Right. And then when he got to the end, I was like, oh, and that was dope on him to put the ball out and tap the pylon from the inside. Because if he hit it from the outside, I can't remember if they would have counted that as a touchdown. I can't remember.
But yeah, I think that if you look at the game and you watch the beginning of the game, Tennessee was had them in check.
Yeah.
You know, they had a good, so I let you know, they had a good game plan. And a lesser quarterback would have fallen and got frustrated and faltered. You know, and it's good to see him to keep on chipping away at it, keep on trying, keep on going until he broke through. So I was glad to see. I wanted to see Henry get off.
They frustrated him.
But he was fresh. You see on the sideline. Yeah. I mean, Brable had to talk to him. You know what I'm saying?
But at that point, to me, when you see that your big back is literally mentally out the game, like I think try to find a way to get him on like running back angles. Just
hit him with a screen.
Screens.
You know what I'm saying? That way he can get going, come out the backfield, get going, get to run and throw a few moves.
Or a running back, a wheel route.
Yeah.
Something
just to get him going.
Yeah.
When I played basketball,
I was a little confused on that.
Here's the thing: when I used to play basketball, if I was missing a lot, I said, let me get a couple layups in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of get that rhythm going, get my mind right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it becomes mental.
Yeah.
You know, like if I just you hesitate a little bit because you miss it, and I just throw the shot off a little more, or you have a little hitch in your shot because it kind of, you know what I'm saying, that throws your shot off. So it's like sometimes you got to do something to kind of get your mind back into it.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm a little shocked that the Titans didn't do more to help him get out of that rut. It's like once he got in that rut, they kept trying to run the ball, and it just wasn't happening.
Right.
I mean, but I like that little rivalry going on right there.
That's gonna be good.
Oh man,
both teams stay, good.
That's their second playoff meeting. They played earlier this year. And so, we can go back to Steve McNair versus Ray Lewis back in the day.
Right.
So it's like, man, I like seeing Titans and Ravens battle. That was some hard hitting. So the Bears and the Saints game was on Nickelodeon. I kind of tuned into that a little bit. It was
the
cool.
slime cam.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, it was cool because I purposely kind of watched it end of beginning of second quarter to the end of the third. And I couldn't take Tony Romo and Jim Nantz, that combo, that whole game. I couldn't. Just something about it. They drive me crazy. I mean, just that combo is they get on my damn nerves. So as a parent, I think it's kind of cool because it's trying to explain the game to the kids. And I mean, it's a good marketing tool by the NFL. I peeped that out.
Right.
Because think about it, mommy and daddy are a fan of a certain team. They buy memorabilia, paraphernalia, getting jerseys and t-shirts, socks, all that. So then the kids get into it. Then they like, well, give me some of that stuff too, blah, blah, blah. All that shit is marketing sales. So I kind of peeped that out too. NFL trying to get that money.
Well, that's what you're saying about the NFL. We were speaking about them earlier. They know how to market to get different people to, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it. If you can get the whole family in on it, like you said, you know how kids, how you go. I'll tell you a good example. I remember we used to take our kids to 7th Street Live every year.
Yeah.
Every year we used to go to 7th Street Live. And, you come out the thing, and as soon as you come out, what's there right there? All the merch.
Right there.
As you walking out, oh, Dad, can you buy me? Oh, Mom, can you get, what I'm saying? And so the merch is there, and they got the merch right there, all across things so you can see it. So you think about that in NFL.
Yeah.
Well, I took the boys, my nephew and my 2 boys to a Tiger game.
Yeah.
And we went to get something to eat. Oh, can I get one? Oh, can I? All the merch is there.
Yeah.
So
you spend almost damn near $5 a day.
Right.
Okay.
And so it's the same concept, if you can get these kids into it with the Nickelodeon and stuff, and they start watching the games, and then they start going to the games more and more, and you start buying that merch, that money just flowing.
I will say this. I like, because the commentaries, they had a Nickelodeon star, I can't remember her name. She had the beautiful natural hair. Then you got Nate Burleson, who played in the league, and then he does the Good Morning Football show, which is on the CBS Today show.
I watch it sometimes. I watch it online though.
And then he had one of the sideline kids. So I admire the attempt for them to attract the kids. Now, as a parent, I'm still paying attention because it's football,
right?
But at the same time, it's like I miss the commentary of Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, even though they drive me crazy. I was like, man, I can't take the dumbing down of this. And they kept saying Nickify. When Nickify in the game, and I was like,
let's look close there, buddy. Are
you
trying to say Nickify? Just saying. You doing what now?
I'm sitting here. I'm like, the first time they said it, I was like, what?
Excuse me.
They said we're trying to Nickify the game. I'm like, what?
Excuse me. Was that again?
I was like, what?
You better use the N-word. You better say N-word, Nick. You better say N-word.
Hey, I was like, damn, Nickelodeon, y'all playing, y'all talking that line,
okay, Nickelodeon. You already got Nick in your name, nigga.
Hey, but the craziest thing is that with the NFL, with no fans and all the mics on the field, like they're catching everything that the players are saying. And there's a meme out there, but I saw it live when Cordell Patterson said, he was like, fuck, bro. And you can hear Nate Burleson, he's like, okay. I was like, boy, y'all toting that line. Y'all sure y'all want to keep them mics on the field? I was like, man. Yo, the savage moment they gave Mitchell Trubisky the Nickelodeon valuable player of the day in a losing effort. I like that. In a losing effort. So he got an award for losing.
He got what's that called? A participation award.
Man, I laugh. Yo, because the internet is like savage.
Oh, they be savage.
Oh, man, they was getting on that boy. They was eating that dude up. But I mean, overall, it was some good.
Yeah, it was good football. It was good football. It was good. I mean, even from a standpoint of market, they call it Super Wild Card. You know what I'm saying? So that's just good marketing by the NFL. I mean, I one thing I can say about the NFL, they know how to market.
I need that.
That's why they're in the billions in revenue.
I can't afford your marketing team.
I'm just saying though, it's like that's why they're in the billions in revenue.
And that's why I think NBA, as much as they trying to do, they won't ever catch them. Matter of fact, I don't see it changing no time soon. NFL got a dominance on being the top 4 sports. Right. But in order for the NFL to get to that level, they must always circulate talent. And most of that talent comes from the college football area.
Good segue.
Yeah, I know. So tonight, we got the national championship game popping off tonight.
Right.
Down in Miami, Florida.
The MIA.
You got number 1 ranked Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Crimson Tide. They taking on them Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah, them niggas.
Number 3. Hey, does that suck to see them keep making it to the college football playoff year after year? As a Michigan fan, does it annoy you? It should.
You know what? After talking to my man, I feel a little bit better about it.
Oh, but you feel better about it? In what way?
I mean, I understand what like he had put the point out saying that that it's good for both of them to be good. I try to let me say this. I try hard.
But y'all ain't been good though.
I know, I'm saying that goes back to we need to get up there. But I'm saying I try hard to try to think of it as it's good for the Big Ten. Mm-hmm. But as a fan of Michigan, forget about the Big Ten. We gonna see, what I'm saying? Bump them. I want to win. And so sometimes it do get frustrating. Or every year you be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be the year. It's gonna be the year, and you be like, So it's frustrating then to see what Michigan is doing. They keeping Harbaugh, even though right now I think that is the best decision for now. But I wouldn't give him a long-term contract.
I give it that. Me personally, as an outside looking in, I wouldn't even offer the extension.
That's what I'm saying.
I just went ahead and just let
for next season is the best choice because there's no one out there.
Yeah, I figure.
So I'm saying there's no one out there.
Yeah.
So you looking to approve, and you get rid of him, and you get Joe Blow, who just keeps him at the same or worse. So it's like, okay, right now he's your best choice.
Okay.
When he first came in, he had the ability to attract players, but now looking at his track record, like, do I really want to come to Michigan and play for him? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go to Ohio State because Ohio State is getting seen.
Yeah, but I say this, like Jim Harbaugh kind of been one of those coaches. I mean, he got seen at Stanford because he started winning.
Right.
He took a school that really wasn't winning a lot and got him to it. He wouldn't win national championships, but he was getting to the top of the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, having Andrew Luck kind of helps you out too. But.
Right. And Richard Sherman.
Yeah, Sherman too.
Right.
I mean, when you got, people that's making it to the NFL,
mm-hmm.
so that kind of helped you out. But
right.
I mean, even when he was in San Francisco, I mean, he was taking a franchise that was used to winning and kind of been down, and he getting into Super Bowls, yeah. But then once he hit a ceiling, everybody called up to him. Then he leaves and go to Michigan,
right?
And I mean, I don't know how you feel about it. You're going to be able to say more how you felt about.
I mean, initially I was like, okay, this might be a good move.
Hiring or firing.
You know what I'm saying? When he first got there, I said, okay, this might be a good move. Harbaugh could probably bring some people in because he was the hottest thing then.
Yeah.
He played in Michigan. He was a Michigan person. So he's like, okay, cool. His brother coached there, so he might have that pipeline.
Yeah.
Coaching in the NFL, so he might have that pipeline to the NFL. Plus he coached in the NFL, played in the NFL.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that might be good. So you got that pipeline. So players that say, hey, look, I can come through Harbaugh. I'm supposed to be a quarterback guru, so you can attract quarterbacks and stuff like that.
I'll get you the NFL.
Stuff
like that, I guess.
You haven't seen none of that pan out.
No.
I mean, Michigan used to produce good quarterbacks.
Yes.
I haven't seen a good quarterback since Harbaugh been there.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Patterson was the closest.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's Ohio State fault. They just got better at recruiting than y'all. They get better players.
Right. Well, I mean, that goes back to what Van was saying too.
Yeah.
How, the Michigan rule where you got to have the grades and all that stuff and that kind of thing. And, where a lot of other schools don't really harp on that.
On the GPA.
And that stuff. So, you're going to have that disparity, right? Disparity
I be
right
seeing
there.
Some schools, they were like, oh, you just need a 2.
Right. Just come on in. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, play D tackle.
Can you spell your name? All right,
yeah. Like literally, I see cats like just a 2.0 GPA. They cool with that.
Right. So I don't know, man. I don't see. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? From a overall college point of view, you want to be a prestigious college. You want to see it as a good college, so you want to make sure everybody grade points averages at a certain level and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I think some kind of way you're gonna have to figure out how to get players in there, man. Because if you don't get the players in there, you don't compete with Ohio State or compete in the conference at all.
Yeah.
I mean, Indiana's getting better.
I think they're still a bit They probably are farther ahead of the schedule.
Let me say something. Indiana used to be like, okay, that's a win.
Oh yeah, trust me, bro. I'm with you. I'm just saying is like when you talking about COVID season, and this is why I'm not trying to put a harp on the national championship game tonight. I hope, because I'm gonna watch it, of course. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping we get a hellified game.
Right, because I don't have no I want Alabama to win.
I was about to say, I was like,
I was saying I had no dog in the fight, but I want Alabama to win.
It was like you actually gonna root for Ohio State? I was like, bro, you might not even be able to go back home.
I can't even. I won't even feel right.
Root for them.
My stomach might start hurting.
That's how I feel about the Raiders, bro.
I can't root for Ohio State, man.
Bro, I love when Raiders are in misery. I love
it. The dude today got the caught Ohio State jacket and a hat on.
You want to fight him? You want to slap?
I was in the car. I wanted to run that nigga down. Ohio State, this nigga. I figure vehicular homicide would not be good to my best interest. So I came on to the crib.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea to come on home.
But it was in my mind, nigga. It was in my mind.
I'm just saying, like, Ohio State, I give them credit. I mean, I feel like they got a chokehold on the Big Ten.
They do.
But the only problem is I know they won a national championship.
They're like a fat girl in a VW.
I don't even know where to go at that. Like, that's a lot of room taken up by one person.
My point.
So I guess the VW is the Big Ten and the fat girls Ohio State.
Taking up all the room.
But I mean, I'm not saying they can't be.
Dang, girl, you big up in here.
I'm not saying they can't be beaten by any Big Ten team, but it's just the last since pretty much I said it on one show, since Urban Meyer showed up, and then he stepped down, and then
shit, they was losing when Jim Tressel was there. They was
Jim Tressel was balling too. I forgot he was coach. Yeah, because he got that national championship, and then he kind of had a chokehold on Michigan.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of losing to you.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of losing.
Yeah, you're right. Damn. So
shoot, then when what's the name over in Michigan State? D'Antoni, when he was over there.
Yeah, not
D'Antoni. What's his? It's got a name like that. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, no, I know he. He just retired or got fired about a year ago.
Yeah. Shoot, they was giving with Michigan a little bit. He had them boys playing.
I remember Mike Hart called him little brother.
Yeah. I mean, man, look, man, Michigan used to be so dominant, man, and they got arrogant. You know, you kind of took on that personality as a fan.
Yeah.
And then now it's like you can't do it. You just like, oh, this just sucks, man.
You like
want to be like the dang on gopher and stick your head in the hole, like a turtle. Just be like.
But then
when college football season turn around, I don't see this crap. When is it over with, Nick?
But on the flip side, you got Nick Saban trying to go for his 7th championship.
Right.
And if he gets it, it'd be his 6th at Alabama since he took the job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know him and Belichick are buddies, but I mean, Belichick, Saban, college, pros, those two coaches are literally separating themselves between the best and everybody else.
Right. I mean, it comes down to this though, man. When you a football program in the college level and you are winning, it's easier to get recruits. Think about back at the Miami and Florida State days. People, first of all, Florida got a lot of good players, period. I mean, a lot Florida, Texas, a lot of places where it's hot because they can play all year round.
Yeah, Florida, Texas. I mean, let's just pretty much down south.
California.
Well, yeah, California, but I think some of them niggas are compared to down south.
I'm just saying though, but Florida and Texas usually produce good players.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They play all year round. They, you know what I'm saying?
And the sport's entrenched.
Sport is entrenched. I mean,
their culture.
The high school level be hype.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, go to.
Because some of those towns don't have a pro team.
No.
They got the college team and a high school team. So they really be into it.
And they go in.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you think about going back to like the Florida State and Miami though anyway. When back in their heyday, people was running to them schools because they were dominating.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Miami winning, then Florida State win. Miami win, Florida State. So they was running to them teams. And then if you couldn't get in there, then okay, I guess I go to Florida.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? but you stayed in those schools because they were winning. So then when Saban got to Alabama, you know what I'm saying? You say, okay, you already known to be a good coach. You just got through winning at LSU. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm bringing a program. Alabama's getting on this roll. I'm gonna run Alabama. When I get down there and win a championship, people gonna see me. I'm getting drafted. At one time, what was it? Kamara, Henry. Who else? It was like 5.
Kenyon Drake. I saw that.
Yeah,
picture. It was like literally 6, 7 cats are in the NFL right now.
Right now,
it was all on the same team.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you producing players. That's how Miami used to be. I mean, back in the day, Miami. It was like in a draft they had like 10 players, easily. You know, and that's right there. Winning solves all your problems in that.
I just think tonight Ohio State is literally that other team that might get a Super Bowl, like hypothetically, like when the Patriots weren't winning the Super Bowl, like they're one of those other teams that might snatch one real quick,
right?
Before the Patriots go get another one. So I think with the Alabama pretty much being the Patriots of the college football scene, you know, Ohio State is one of those other teams.
Ohio State is the Giants.
Giants or Eagles or any other team that's trying to snatch a national championship out of this dynasty. So, I mean, I can easily say that Ohio State is easily in top 5 of best college programs, easily, because they are always in the conversation,
right?
But for them, especially for Justin Fields, because to me. I mean, there's some people out there that they'll go either way with Justin Fields.
Right.
You know, I'm on the side of he's athletic, still raw in his throwing abilities. Choices, reading defense. I'm still on that side where he can get there, but he's not there.
Well, the thing is, for Ohio State to win, he's the key. He got to be able to challenge Alabama vertically. And the only way he's gonna be able to do that is that Sermon's gonna have to run.
Hey,
you know, Sermon he gets on a good run, then you go back to play action, because Alabama might start stacking the box. Then you start challenging them vertically. They don't have to back up off that. Yeah, then you hit them again with the run. So the two key people has to be Sermon and Justin Fields.
I would go Sermon first.
Right. Okay.
Before Justin, because Justin Fields can also run, but I'm just saying, like, for him to get his passing going. Because I mean, I was shocked in that Big Ten championship. Sermon's getting 300 and something yards,
right? And
you still struggling passing. Like, how? How are you?
Right.
Like, the play action should be working phenomenal.
Right.
Like, how are you struggling? Like, come on. What is going on? Like, at that point, I could have got back there.
Right.
I'm just saying, you getting cats wide open. You got a cat running for 300.
Easily.
300 plus. Yo, Sermon was killing cats. Your play action game should be tip top. So that's what
tip top.
That's what I'm saying. He has to hope that Sermon goes off tonight.
Right.
Well, Bama's always been that school that we ain't letting you run. We gonna put it because Saban does the same thing that Belichick does. We gonna shut down your run.
We're gonna shut down what your greatest thing, what you do best. Yeah.
And Ohio State, within these 7 games, Sermon has been what's best for them. So at this point, I'm saying that for them to win this game, Sermon has to get off. And Bama's they never been that program to let you just run 300.
Right.
Let alone 100.
Right. I think for Alabama, of course, Devontae Smith going to be the key. Here's the thing. Ohio State.
I'm worried about his body frame, bro.
I'm talking about for this game.
Okay,
we ain't talking about pros.
Yeah, okay.
But for this game, I think
he'll be a top 5.
I think that Ohio State plays zone. One of the ways to beat the zone, that the receiver, when he runs his route, He runs like attacks the corner. He playing off you anyways. You run like you run out, almost like he about to step on his toes. You fake, and then you do a dig route going the opposite way. By the time you come, what makes it better with Smith, he got that speed. So that yak,
he got the footwork.
He don't kill him with the yak. You know what I'm saying? Cause once that ball, if the quarterback hit the ball right as he come out that break, he got that momentum, carry him on, boom, boom. Now he gonna eat him up with that.
I look for him to hit slants on that.
Yeah, slants too. Dig route slants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That beats the zone.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You throw right in that zone, but you got the quarterback has to throw it right every time, right on time. Where he can catch it in stride, and then he got that speed, keep him moving.
No, I'm with you on that.
All right. So I think that's gonna be the key for Alabama right there. And then Alabama defense. You know what I'm saying? To shut down Sherman. I said Sherman. Shut down Eric Sherman.
Just like music.
The Green-Eyed Bandits. But he shut down right. He shut down their running game and force Fields to beat you. Because I just don't have that confidence that if now he had a good game against Clemson.
Oh no,
right? So we ain't taking that away from him.
No,
I seen a lot of it roller coaster with him too. And then
I'm not throwing in his passing. I'm just not.
Right. So I think that if you shut down that running game and force him to beat you and see, okay, let's see what he can really do.
How much you want to bet this is a draft stock game for him?
Oh yeah.
Because like his stock rose when he beat Trevor Lawrence and Clemson.
Mm-hmm. If they win this game, he going number one.
You believe so?
Yeah. He might surpass Trevor Lawrence. I mean, Jacksonville might already have let me say he might go number two, because Jacksonville might already be set on Trevor. You know what I'm saying? They might be set on him, but it's gonna go a lot higher. So those teams who was kind of like fluctuate between should I get him or not?
It depends. It depends on who they hire as coach. Because I keep hearing they might go get Urban. That's what I keep hearing.
Oh,
it's
leaning more towards him.
But I've seen one report. I've seen like two.
Yeah, I seen the same thing.
4 reports.
I seen the same thing.
They keep pointing at Urban, and I'm like, wow.
But it's not. I mean, I could see that. Okay, Urban Meyer said when he was talking about Haskins, he kept saying he's not ready, right, for the pros.
Yeah.
So I believe that Urban is not just gonna get nostalgic and say, okay, I get an Ohio State player. He's gonna go who's best for the scheme and the players.
He's gonna ask Ryan Day no matter what.
Who's best for the scheme I have and the player. I mean, the scheme I want to run and the players that I have. So I don't think he might is a shoe in that he might get Fields.
No, but what I'm saying is he'll have the inside track,
right,
of knowing what's real and not with Justin Fields because of the relationship with Ryan Day.
Right.
Because I don't think Ryan Day will just bullshit him and tell him some bullshit.
Right.
I got a feeling Urban was like, hey, Ryan,
what's really good?
Yeah, what's really good with Justin? What's his practice habits?
Right.
What is his leadership skills? What is he's going to want the meat and potatoes?
Right.
I mean, he could look up stats. Everybody can look up stats.
Yeah, I do it all day long.
Yeah, but I know. So he's going to go to Ryan Day like, yo, what's really the word? What's really good with him? Like, is this guy going to lead the team, not just by play but by example?
Right.
So I mean, I'm with you though. I'm going Bama. I'm Cats is out here telling me it's going to be a high scoring game, and I don't understand. I just think Alabama always gets the premier athletes on both sides of the ball. So I don't know. I think that D line's gonna be on that ass.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, this to me, this ain't Clemson. Like Alabama is that they the cream of the crop college football. So
right,
I'm going Bama. Score wise, I'm gonna go 35-21. Yeah, I said it 35-21.
I was gonna say that too. I kind of was gonna say 35-17, but same thing.
Damn.
Number 4 points in the same thing.
God damn. Oh goodness.
I'd rather see 50-0, but I'm trying to be realistic.
Well, damn, it sounds like you need to get some shit off your chest.
Hey, I'm just saying, nigga. I'm just saying.
Well, speaking of get some shit, look, you ready? Because it looks like you still got some more to say about that.
Holla at your boy!
Stephen A.
Say it with your chest, little ass nigga.
America's favorite segment. Get some shit off your chest. I'll let you go first. You look like you ready to go. The floor is yours.
Well, mine's actually going to be something totally different from that. So, in the world that we live in, stuff we going through. I mean, I remember like John McEnroe had said if Serena was playing in the men's tournament, she'd be ranked 700.
The disrespect.
I remember when they was talking about like the WNBA. They talking about they need to get more money, and some of the people saying they don't do. Not this. They say they don't deserve it, but they don't warrant. They don't warrant. It's not warranted for them to get as much money as the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, when is politically correct going too far? Because go back to Serena's point. The men's game is faster.
Mm-hmm.
They serve harder. They serve faster. They serve, you know what I'm saying? The serve is different. The speed is different. Speed is totally different in men's game as the women. So now McEnroe might went too far since he is be ranked 700. But he might, that's just like everything when you talk, you exaggerate a little bit, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for him to say she won't be as ranked as high in the men's side compared to the women's side, why is that wrong? Even Serena herself said she want to play Andy. He said he'll kill me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She admitted that. But everybody got
talking about Andy Murray.
Right.
Right. Oh yeah, that boy was nice.
Yeah. So I'm saying, why if she admits that,
yeah,
and then the facts are there, why is it wrong for McEnroe to say she won't be as good on the men's side? And it kind of stems from when he had made the comment. He's on a show, I can't remember what show it was, and he said something like, Serena is the best women's tennis player I've ever seen. And then the one person, why you gotta say women's tennis player? Why can't she be the best player? So my thing, and then then I kind of understand what he had said after that. Now with the WNBA thing, the NBA is keeping them afloat. They're not bringing in that kind of money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And it's no disrespect to the women.
Yeah,
because I even watch women on WNBA sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Every now and then
I'll watch it. So it's not like I'm saying that it's garbage. I'm not saying that.
No.
And I like the fact they have an outlet to go from college into professional basketball.
Yeah, because it used to be they go
to college and go to college overseas, or or
go get a job.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Can I take your order?
You know what I'm saying? They was getting a job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You got to go to work.
You hang those sneakers up. But so I like the fact they have an outlet. That's good.
Yeah,
I applaud that, and I would like to see the product
get better.
You know what I'm saying?
As in
viewership and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But would they ever get as much money as the NBA?
I mean, honestly, you never know until they're given the chance.
Right, but okay.
But
go ahead, finish.
No, but to answer that question, will they ever? I mean, no. I mean, you're talking about the second leading sport behind football,
right?
Is the NBA.
It's NBA.
I'm like multi-billion-dollar company,
right?
Like both the NFL and the NBA, billion-dollar industry.
And that goes back to when we had said on one show, and I said, "Is equality absolute?" You know what I'm saying? I don't think equality is absolute. And the problem is, here's the problem. I love women.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about sexually and stuff that.
Yeah.
I mean, I love women. I got respect for women. Mm-hmm. My mother's a woman. You know what I'm saying? I got love for my mama.
Yeah.
My auntie is a woman.
You got
love my auntie. I got daughters.
Same here.
I love them.
Yeah.
My sister, love her to death. I got female friends that I love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I have respect and love for women. And I want to see them, at their best, achieve the most they can, achieve all the dreams they want to.
100.
You know what I'm saying? And when equal pay, all that stuff, I'm with all that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to certain things, it's not apples to apples.
Well,
we're built different.
Yes,
we're made different.
The WNBA will never be NBA because one, you're talking about two different starting points,
right?
And that's just facts.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're talking about two different money pots,
right?
That's just facts,
right?
So no, I mean, they just won't be equal.
But why can't we have this discussion without me being sexist? You know what I'm saying? Why have to be sexist? Now, if you can show me where I'm wrong,
yeah,
I'll be the first one to say, I haven't thought of that standpoint.
You got that.
I give you that. So my argument is not to say that I can't be proven wrong, but for what I see and from the facts that I have, it's not apples to apples. It's just not. And I think to attack people, like Tracy McGrady got attacked when he had mentioned, he said, well, maybe they should lower it around the 9 feet so women can start dunking. And he got attacked. A lot of NBA players support the WNBA.
They really do.
Why would you attack?
LeBron's one of the biggest supporters.
Right. So why would you attack the people that's supporting you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, if you felt different, pull them to the side. Hey, blah, 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 spazzy split. Have a conversation with him. And then he can clarify himself. Because maybe he said something, maybe you didn't understand what he was saying, whatever.
They probably didn't understand the context.
He was saying, whatever. But pull him to the side. Because attacking him.
Because me personally, just hearing that comment, because I heard it too, I think it was him coming off as in, how can the WNBA attract more eyes to the game?
Right.
That's what I call it.
Because look, put it like this. And I don't know the numbers. Yeah. So I'm going to have to say this is just my eye test and my point of view. It seems like there's more men that will watch sports than women. I know a lot of women that into sports. And I'm not saying that women don't watch sports.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know the numbers, so I have to, to give that caveat.
The demographics and all that.
I don't know what they are, but it seemed like more men watch sports.
Yeah.
And more men will be willing to spend on sports.
Yeah.
Sports paraphernalia. Like I got a Michigan cup. I got a Michigan sweatshirt.
Detroit hat.
I got Detroit Lions hat. You know what I'm saying?
I got hella cheap shit.
So I'm saying I got a Red Wings hat. I got Tigers hats. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Right.
Yeah.
He got cheap stuff. So I'm saying it's like, so you trying to attract people that's going to spend that money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, in general.
Hell, that's why the NFL just did that yesterday.
Right, I'm saying, but in general, most women, when it comes to money,
but that's
a little more fiscally responsible.
Would you say it's a marketing thing? Because the NFL just did it yesterday. Market to children.
Right.
Let me get children liking football.
So their parents will buy.
Parents will buy it.
Right. And so my thing is, you have to find a way to attract men.
Yeah.
So what are we used to watching when we watch basketball? Not to say that they dunk all the time, but we used to seeing dunking. We used to seeing stuff like that. So like we watching women's basketball. Ain't nobody dunk yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, dang, down to the hole to the center. Oh, no dunk. Oh, layup. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's what our eyes are used to seeing. Now you can argue and say maybe we need to be retrained on how we think about the game. Well, that's an argument. But for right now, you trying to get eyes and when COVID lives and butts and seats.
Hey, on some low key shit, the WNBA has kind of, and I'm not trying to sound sexist, they kind of trying to glam the girls up a little bit.
Right.
Like, I'm just being honest. The WNBA, some of those players, they're in full makeup playing ball.
Right, right.
I mean, I'm not trying to like bag her, but Breonna Stewart wasn't that cute when she was playing at UConn or him, but she was a baller.
Candace was.
Oh, Candace Parker.
Candace Parker was.
Boy.
I would climb that tree.
Hey, say what you want. I don't care, bashes, but like at the same time, it's like you can't get your audience from majority of these men who watch more sports than than women, and still think that a whole bunch of mud ducks is going to still make us watch the game because she can cross over and dunk. I mean,
okay.
I'm just saying.
I hear what you're saying, but me personally, if the game is competitive and interesting, I will watch it.
Yes, because that's both of us. Because we love.
Because I love competition.
We love the competition.
I love competitive.
But I'm saying, if you're trying to grab those everyday, those non-everyday people,
right?
Those people that pop in and out, they're going to have to find something to appeal to somebody's eyes.
And a lot of people like the flair.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So the dunking, and all that kind of stuff. The throwing dimes behind your back and all that kind of stuff. Now there are women that can do that.
No, there are.
You know what I'm saying? But majority, how many women do you know? I saw Lisa dunk. I saw Candace dunk. And who else? Anybody else I'm forgetting? It might be another one or two people I haven't forget. But in general, that's only two I've ever seen dunk.
What if, and that brings,
and look how much attention that brought.
Yeah.
When Lisa Leslie dunked, like, oh my God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When Candace Parker dunked.
Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner, right. When they done this, it brought so much attention. And not to saying that dunking is the total game. That's not what we're saying. Listen to my point. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, you want to attract people so you can get more money.
Yes.
I mean, you basically
I blame it on their marketing.
Yeah,
who's they marketing?
Right. You basically making the money that you can working at a corporate job. You know what I'm saying?
It's another business.
So you need to be making money where, I don't know if you ever get like multi-million-dollar contracts, but I love to see you get at least $1 million contract.
I mean, they got to the point their whole jersey is straight marketing.
Right. I love to see y'all make that kind of money.
I would love to too.
But it's like, to what degree and to the detriment of what? You know what I'm saying? Because they just start paying you all the because I think they was complaining too, they only get like 20 or 30% of the revenue. NBA gets 50%.
Oh, NBA is straight 50-50.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
And they was talking about why can they get more, but if they pay you 50-50, then they need to pay the coaches money too. They can't pay the coaches. They can't pay everybody else.
They can't go 50-50.
What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
One, they don't have the budget to do that.
They don't have the budget. They don't have the revenue coming in. They don't have the revenue stream coming in.
Like that.
So it's like, you're gonna have to do something. I'm not saying that dunking is the end all to be all, but it's totality. But my major point to why I started this off with was, why can't men have this conversation without being sexist?
It's because you're not a woman. All right. So I'm gonna put it to you this way.
Go ahead.
Is because I've seen like a white cat say, "Oh, this is the problem with the black community." Mm-hmm. It's going to be truth, but because of the vessel,
not all the time. He's just talking about this particular.
No, I'm just saying
right,
in certain situations.
Right.
So when white people say, "Oh,
yeah,"
well, certain white individuals go, "Well, the black kill blacks all the time." Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm. We do have a black on black.
Don't say black on black. That's a whole other discussion. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. But go ahead.
We do have a problem with violence
in our
community, doing to ourselves. Mm-hmm. It's true. Mm-hmm. But because the vessel comes from a person that's not from that community and they never lived and stepped foot in that community, it may be true, but it's not going to be welcomed with.
Not going to be well received.
Well received because now you are just saying that off of hearsay. You don't live that.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
It's hearsay coming from you because you don't live that.
Right.
You're not one of us. So how can you say that?
Right.
And think it's going to go over well? It may be it may be facts, but just because you don't, that's not your lane.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So that's why if a man says that, it's going to get to a point where, well, how dare you say that? You're not a woman.
Okay.
That's how I'm saying it. As it's a similar situation.
Okay.
And it's not wrong.
Okay.
Because it's facts. Mm-hmm. It's just the vessel needs to come from somebody that they can relate to.
Okay. Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna pass on to you. I'm not gonna go down the black on black crime thing.
Yeah.
But I want to say this, and I extend this to any female that hears this. Come on the show. Let's discuss this.
Yeah, please.
Because I want to hear y'all point of view and y'all side about this, because this is something I often wonder about. Shout out to our sister station.
Nice
because I think about this all the time and I hear certain things like this. And it's not to say that I'm not sensitive to the plight of women, because I am.
Yeah.
It's not to say that I don't understand some of the things you deal with, because I do to the degree that I can, because I'm not a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that I don't ride with y'all, because I love my women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I like to have these what they call quote unquote uncomfortable conversations, so we can get to a better understanding, so I can grow.
Yeah.
Because it may be something I'm missing. It may be something I don't see. I can only see as far as my experience, my knowledge that I have.
Yeah.
So if it needs some more knowledge and more for my eyes to be open to something else, somebody or several somebodies come on the show. Let's have this discussion.
Yeah. Now I'm with you.
All right. I'm pass over to you, my brother.
I know that stigma of certain people can only be quarterbacks and can't, they need to conform to the traditional pocket quarterback. But I just want to shout out to the fact that when you got the new face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, is not your traditional quarterback.
Right.
And then you got the most electrifying quarterback in Lamar Jackson doing what he's been doing.
Right.
And they said they wanted that man to become a running back, a wide receiver, anything with quarterback in. It's just cats like this are changing the way that you should view what you think a quarterback should be. Deshaun Watson.
Right.
I mean, these cats are literally morphing the mold of what you think a prototypical quarterback should be.
Right.
These guys are just playmakers.
Another thing to that too, I was thinking about the other day. I remember back in the day I used to watch football. First of all, you ain't see but Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham, Doug Williams, Dante Culpepper, handful of black quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? That's all you. Michael Vick. Michael Vick is more like that prototype that we talking about. So I won't add him to that part. But for those,
Randall was
a hybrid of that. You know what I'm saying? Because he could stay in the pocket and throw the ball. So Randall was a hybrid, especially coming out of like UNLV, somewhere you would normally get a quarterback.
Warren Moon was just a pocket passer.
Yeah, and Warren Moon was a pocket passer.
But he was an assassin, though.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? But you didn't see a lot of them.
Hey,
and now,
not to cut you off, imagine Warren Moon had played his whole career in the NFL. He just shattered records.
Right.
Bro.
He will have. He will have.
Shattered records.
But the same with Theismann. He played in the Canadian League too.
Yeah, but Warren Moon was nasty, though.
Yeah. But anyway,
Warren Moon was like Dan Marino on steroids.
Right.
Not physical steroids, but I'm saying just elevated.
I don't know. Dan might be on steroids. We don't know. I ain't with that nigga 24/7. Sorry. But anyway, my point I was trying to make is, and now I watch TV.
Yeah.
Now you can see two black quarterbacks in the same game playing on opposite teams with possibly a black coach coaching them.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? There have been strides made. It's amazing to see that. You need to go further, yes. So I'm about to say in general, there's have been strides made. And that's sometimes that's good to see. You know what I'm saying? And now you talking about you got these black quarterbacks changing the whole way that we even reevaluating the whole way we see the quarterback position.
Yeah. And like I'm just saying it's about time that you like start giving these people these flowers while you can and give them their props, because I mean, like, man, like what these cats are doing. And just not to be off topic, but I kind of feel bad for Deshaun because they are literally wasting that man's career with the foolishness that is going down in Houston.
Oh man.
And
now I might even get traded and go somewhere else.
I mean, he's asking for a trade.
Right.
And so, and I started that off by getting this segment off by saying, let's give some of these coaches like Eric Bieniemy a shot.
Right.
Like even Raheem Morris, give him another shot at a head coaching job.
Right.
Because I think he's done pretty decent as an interim coach for the Falcons, taking over for that.
Right.
And I think they took the hook on him in Tampa too quick just to go get the offensive coordinator. I can't even remember his name. It wasn't Arians. It was the guy. I can't remember what was his name. But anyway, was it Dirk Cutter?
Okay.
Yeah. And, you know, I thought they did Lovie Smith, you know, kind of shady.
Them dirty.
Yeah. And then Steve Wilkes had 1 year in Arizona. You know, Vance Joseph got maybe 3 years in Denver. I mean, now you just got Anthony Lynn 4 years, and with the Chargers just got released. But I mean, I can't defend that one. You know, I'm just saying, you know, he had too many one possession losses. And then, you know, the writing was on the wall once Justin Herbert showed he could do.
Right.
And we had that in the conversation before. But I'm just saying, like, start giving some of these brothers opportunities. Like, I was listening to Tony Dungy on a podcast the other day, and he was like, you know, they keep saying that the pipeline isn't there for offensive coordinators or things like that. Like, that's a lie.
Right.
They're not giving the opportunities. I mean, look at the situation in Jacksonville. I mean, yeah, they taking interviews. Like literally, Eric Bieniemy had an interview. Like they're doing Zoom calls. But Urban Meyer is hanging out with the owner.
Right.
So how like these interviews are what, just formalities? I'm saying, like, if you're gonna, especially with the NFL, you're gonna say that you're about social equality and things like that, prove it. Be about it.
Right.
Like,
I agree.
Until then, you know, if you're gonna preach about social equality, I think you should be upfront and be real about it.
Right.
Because you got the Urban Meyer taking, like, literally, like, kicking it on private planes with Khan, the owner of the Jaguars. You think Eric Bieniemy has a shot to get that job?
Right.
Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about?
Why even interview him? You already got who you want.
Like that whole Rooney rule is bullshit.
Right.
I hate it.
Yeah. And even if you want to say, well, let's say this. It's not to say that particular situation is a racial thing.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the eye test don't look, you know,
the optics about
it, the eye test is not matching up for a lot of stuff, you know. And I think that the NFL and the NBA, most of the major sports.
I'm gonna go with NFL because I think the NBA is more progressive on actually listening to their players.
Right. Okay.
In certain situations, especially this year.
Well, the NFL has gotten better compared to when the Kaepernick thing first started.
Yes.
Let me say that. You know, when the Kaepernick thing first started, it was like, for real, like, y'all niggas slaves. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
For real. It's like, they was like.
You know what changed it? After George Floyd, and you had all those players saying, racism,
right,
blah, blah, blah. You know why they did that?
Right.
Mahomes said it. He was one of the players on it.
Oh.
He's the face of the league right now. You can't sit there and say the NFL didn't change their mind until after that video.
Right.
Because
I mean, George Floyd changed a lot of stuff.
Yes, that situation did, but I'm saying for particularly the NFL, it wasn't until after George Floyd, after Breonna Taylor, after Ahmaud Arbery, and then you got the players saying something. And then Mahomes says it with them. You got the face of the NFL.
Right.
You have to finally take a stance, and they finally got smart and did it. It was a little bit too late. As to me, I mean, personally, it was like, all right, we give in. We were wrong.
Right.
We knew it.
Right. Now, I think the biggest thing they need to do is allow black ownership.
Yeah.
Break through that good old boys club. You know, because many times when they tried to do it, they kept getting blocked.
I hear you.
So I think that right there is one of the things they need to do. Allow black ownership. Allow minority ownership.
Period.
Period.
Yeah.
You know,
more because I think Khan, I can't remember his first name, Mr. Khan of the Jaguars, Minnesota, Ziggy. I can't remember his name. So probably Minnesota and Jacksonville, probably the only minority owners that I think of right now.
Okay,
2 out of 32.
Right. Right.
Well, technically, not even the Packers. They don't have a real owner. So 2 out of 31. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Packers is ran by a board.
Right.
Which is crazy. I'm still tripping about that. Yeah. They got a board, like just a whole bunch of people, like just different.
And everybody got their structure set up different.
Yeah, I just need to get that off my chest. It's kind of like trying to figure out how the NFL.
Say it with your chest, little ass nigga.
I said it with my chest. NFL, tighten up on y'all action of this whole social equality movement y'all been going on. It's more about your action. We about that action, boss.
About that action.
Enough talk.
Be about it.
Be about it. Show me what's really good. Thursday, we're going to do our picks of divisional round.
Right.
But reason why is because I want us and Lex and everybody else go ahead and get all the information, you know, injury reports, COVID reports, things like that before we make our decisions on divisional round. But, you know, you got the Los Angeles Rams versus Green Bay Packers, Baltimore Ravens going to Buffalo. Those games are on Saturdays. Then on Sunday, you got Cleveland Browns going against the Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and New Orleans Saints. I will say this. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
It is.
Real hard. And especially when the Buccaneers are getting mad. But we'll discuss that on Thursday. Until then, world, go on over to www.ioftenwonder.com. Go check out where you get all your information on where we are stationed at on I.O.W. Sports Network, as well as our sister company, I Often Wonder Podcast. Right. J. Edwin Collection over here at Bonfire, yes. Triangle area, catch me at madmax.net. Get your catered needs, as well as Millie J. Sweet Treats. Go ahead and get you some sweet treats, good desserts.
Right.
And also, as well as catering. Our big brother, Philip Riddick, our Bop.
Daddy Cooks.
Check him out right there. Right. Man, we trying to build an empire.
And we got some things coming. Oh, let me say this too. First of all, smash the like button. Subscribe to our channel.
Yes, do it. And share. Most of all, feedback.
We're trying to really grow this iOS sports part too. But what I wanted to mention is that Christopher Williams, you know, The Drop Man. He has put out a Get Out 2.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw that?
Oh, I saw it on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, y'all need to check it out. Go to the Drop Man. Go to YouTube, look up Drop Man.
Yeah.
And you'll see
The Drop Man.
DROPMON.
Right.
And you will see the Get Out 2. I saw the trailer. I'm gonna go and watch it on this channel. The trailer look good.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah, so I need y'all to go and check that out. You know, support our brother.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it, man.
And local artists, shout out to us.
Oh yeah, 40.
40. Come go get on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially if you out in the Carolina areas doing your own, trying to do your own film, music, producing, whatever. Come on, hit us up. Yo, we trying to take over the wild.
Right.
Anyway,
pinky in the brain. There's a pinky in the brain.
Every Monday and Thursdays, y'all can check us out on the I.O.W. Sports Network.
Right.
Until then, we'll see y'all Thursday. Peace, everybody.
Peace. Holla at your boy.